Hello, this is Mathew Tombers, the manager of Edgartown Books, with Kathy Sherbrooke, the author of The Hidden Life of Aster Kelly, a new book that just came out. This is a 5-minute book bite, and in that 5 minutes, we're going to talk to Kathy about her new book. But the book bite is a joint venture of Islanders Right, MV Arts and Ideas Magazine, and the MV Times. So thank you to all of us, and thank you, Kathy, for being with us today. It is 5 minutes. So I'm going to start a timer, and then when the bell goes off, we have about 30 seconds to tie it all up, and then we can go from there.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for having me.
All right. So tell us a little bit about the hidden life of Aster Kelly.
So it is a book told in two timelines. It starts in late 1940s Hollywood, and the second timeline is 1970s Broadway, and it's a mother-daughter story. And Aster Kelly, of the title, is a runway model in Hollywood in the 40s and comes home burdened by secrets that end up impacting her daughter's life decades later.
Now, I also want to mention to everybody that you are Vineyard related. And I also want to mention that part of the hidden life of Aster Kelly takes place on the Vineyard. We're not going to say anything more because we don't want to give away the plot lines, but there is a very strong Vineyard connection between Kathy and also the new book, The Hidden Life of Aster Kelly.
That is absolutely true. My husband and I are relatively recent homeowners on the Vineyard. We have a house in Aquina that we've had for about 4 years now. And I was drawn to the Vineyard because of its support of the arts. And so my characters are equally drawn to the Vineyard way back in time, when the Vineyard was a much more isolated place, as part of their artistic journeys. So I really wanted to set part of it there.
That's good. Now, so what drew you to 1940s Hollywood?
Yes, well, the book is inspired by my mother, who was a runway model in Hollywood in the 40s, but I only knew little bits and pieces about her time out there. And so I kind of used the breadcrumbs that she left behind to put together a fictional version of what might have led her to come home from Hollywood, burdened by secrets and unwilling to talk about it.
My goodness. That's really fascinating to grow up with someone who had secrets who they wouldn't share, which I think is right. Many parents and their children.
Yes.
But that sounds like a glamorous set of secrets.
Well, especially when the breadcrumbs she would drop would involve names like Cary Grant and Walt Disney and Roy Rogers. And so she was in some pretty high circles, and yet still wouldn't talk about it, which was extraordinary to me because I've always been starstruck and I wanted to know everything, but she wouldn't tell.
It sounds like there was trauma.
That's what I expected, especially the way she would cut off conversations about it was frightening to me as a young girl. And so this was kind of my fictional way to find closure about that. And I wanted to give Aster Kelly agency. So I didn't want bad things to just happen to Aster Kelly. It's more that Aster makes some unconventional choices that have unintended consequences, but they're done for very good reason to protect those she loves. And, as a woman trying to make it independently in the late 40s, that was tricky. So she had to make some interesting choices.
Yeah. Tell us a little, so we've got a runway model in 1940s Hollywood.
Yeah.
We've got a contemporary timeline. And how did these two come together?
Yes. So the 1970s story is about Aster's daughter, Lissy, who's an aspiring Broadway star. And so she has her own journey of trying to figure out, can she make it on Hollywood? Does she have what it takes? Her artistic journey. And so the stories mirror each other a bit because we meet both of them, mother and daughter, as young women trying to find their way. And I wanted Lissy also to be in an atmosphere where, how much of it is art, how much of it is fame, how much of it is obligation of a legacy she thinks she should uphold. And there are lots of fun plot twists along the way, should be said.
That's good. We're going up. There went the alarm. Now, I just also want to mention to our audience that Kathy is also the author of Leaving Coy's Hill, which was a big success a couple of years ago, and I think I interviewed you during COVID. You've
That's
won
right.
many awards for that. I hope you win as many awards for The Hidden Life of Aster Kelly.
Thank you. Let's hope so.
Take care. Thank you so much, Kathy.
Thank you so much, Matthew. It was great to see you, and I'll let you know when I'm on the island.